First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. Third down here. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley, 40 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Rosas good with the extra point. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Allen has it, left side. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've reached halftime of the and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Connor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Khalil Mack of the Bears, the one to make the tackle. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and then last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in for the touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC adds on to their lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Mahomes going to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Luke Kuechly. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards there and a 1st down. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down, he finds a way to convert.
It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's Jason Myers now for the AFC field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they'll get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. Still churning. And some room to maneuver. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And his throw is incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. The AFC thus far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, they gave it a shot. Quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final try for Mahomes. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no risk. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, this for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When the not save us, you be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch.
Since I blew, they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip.
It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the NFC going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, 51 yards. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game, how many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Breeze. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And they do finally get him at the 12. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 61 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The starting defense now for the AFC.
One of the best young safeties in the NFL, Jamal Adams. Keep an eye out for him because no one is safe when he's on the field, including mascots. Just ask Pat the Patriot. Jamal Adams was also the 2019 Pro Bowl Defensive MVP.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. That's caught at the 3. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. A spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter in the books. 7-6 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Connor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down.
Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mahomes firing complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Breeze going to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Now the NFC going to take a timeout there second as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. Floating one, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 52 yards. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Zach Ertz There to make the grab. And the NFC is within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here.
Yeah, it is. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the AFC ready to go on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, Connor. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So we're at halftime of the all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The NFC offense heads out to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st down, Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end, Zach Ertz, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Ertz over the middle.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Breeze to Adam Thielen for an NFC 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Breeze now to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Breeze. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is caught at the 8. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, NFC. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the NFC has taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown! Melvin Gordon, 57 yards. And the AFC has retaken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Mahomes to throw once more. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he comes back with 1 complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and able to break one tackle. This little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Blow your minds.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money, but I never switch.